let me just start with the avatar.
Get tight one by one, house makes fix the black.
It's a fame, it's a game, it's a narrative from the head. A house to be, you fix your place. Cameras rolling 24/7, one wrong move and you're out of here.
So basically we have been trying to figure out how to manage the house when it comes to chores and when it comes also feeding and all of that. So at the time we were talking about the wedger we're talking about the wedger and then how to go about it. And you then said that it was the storeroom was open to collect the garbage, which the storeroom wouldn't be open for a long time. It wouldn't be open for a long time. So myself and Gigi Jasmine, we went to get the trash, and then we had a problem because it was leaking. And when the rest of the housemates are throwing trash, they don't trash it properly. They don't trash it properly. They just throw it away, not properly trashed, and then at the end of the day we end up with a trash that is not organized, properly kept. So we're trying to do it, and it was annoying that we were the only ones trying to do it. Okay, and for every time, okay, so let's say for example, if it was for meals, right? When we are cooking in the kitchen, we don't need to call people to tell them, oh, food is ready. They find their way to the kitchen. When we're doing something in the kitchen, we don't need to say no. But when we need help in making those dishes, or when we need help to clean the kitchen after making the dish, you don't find people. Nobody's volunteering to do that. So it was so annoying, Biggie. And Jasmine got angry, so she went to the living area and she said, oh, somebody should help get the garbage from the room upstairs. And I think one of the men went. And she was so, at first, she didn't get anybody to respond. And then it was so annoying. So she came back to the kitchen. She was talking bitterly. And then Havana came. Havana just walked to the kitchen area. And then she started saying, oh, why are you shouting? And I felt like that was so insensitive because she had every reason to shout. She had every reason to, because it was annoying. She had been talking, and then she was ignored. Now, I was cleaning the floor. There was garbage water on the floor, and then she was walking towards it. Amanda was walking towards it, and then I went on saying, "Oh no, see what I'm talking about?" Because someone steps on the garbage water, they step on the carpet, and then they take it in the living room, and then it's soil everywhere, and then it'll smell, it'll stink, right? So that was what I was talking about. And on the other hand, she was going to soil her own shoe, right? So that was what I was talking about. And the next thing, she just went off. She just started saying a whole lot of things that didn't make sense, and I was wondering why she was attacking me for no reason. And then the men too were trying to tell her, look, Ivana, this is not what Sultana meant. Like, she was trying to, and then she didn't want to listen. And I was like, you know what? Like, it is really not my business anymore. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. If there was anything, I didn't do nothing wrong. I was trying to help. So if you don't want to listen to the fact, okay, so it was as though she was misinterpreting, right? She was misunderstanding me, and then we were trying to correct her. And then I said, oh, you don't want to listen, then fuck off, to be honest. It really doesn't concern me or bother me. Then the second one, it's still over the food thing, Big Brother. It's still over the food thing, and it's Isabella. So it was yesterday. I said I was gonna make food. I was gonna make soup for the house. And okay, so I said I wanted to make it 2 days ago. But Vicky, I wouldn't lie, I was discouraged because of how it goes when it comes to cooking for the whole house. And it's not encouraging at all, because Vicky, I see no reason why I want to cook for the whole house, but then I'll be allowed to prep what I need, do the dishes at the same time, then cook for everybody, and then they're not cleaning after themselves. It is unfair to do that. So when I saw that that seemed like the case, I didn't want to do that. So at the end of the day, I don't get mad or I don't get angry or disappointed by the people. So I just avoided making that. So yesterday I decided, oh, okay, let me just make it. And I decided to make okono soup, which I did. And Isabella came and said, oh, she wanted to try my soup. I said, okay, how many people would like to eat, right? So Big Susu went ahead and she did a head count. And at first it was about, I think, 5 people at first. Then in total, we got about 12 people that said they wanted to eat. And I said, okay, now, we did the head count and it was 12 people. I made yam flour for that number of people. Vicky, only for me to finish and went trying to say, oh, okay, the people that said they wanted yam flour, the people that said they wanted to eat, I am done with food and I have dished it for 12 people, right? Vicky, I don't understand why I am getting back 10 minutes later and I'm realizing that the people that took food were mostly the people that said they didn't even eat the type of soup. The ones that wanted the soup didn't even get to eat. I was so angry, Biggie. I had to make another set of yam flour. I had to make another set of yam flour for the people that didn't get to eat at all. So while I was doing that, and also Biggie, I didn't get to eat because I just tasted the soup with like the little yam flour that I got. I didn't eat. I had not eaten at that time. So Isabella then came back from where she went to bed. I think she was trying to do something outside. Now, prior to that, I didn't like the way she spoke to me. She needed my help. So I see no reason why you need my help. You say please, right? Oh, please, Sultana, I need you to help me look after this. Oh, please, Sultana, I need you to help me boil the egg or something. But no, she said it to me like she was entitled to, telling me to do it. But regardless, I didn't think too much about it. I did, right? So at the time I was making the second batch for the people that didn't get to have the flour. She got back and she went. She said, okay, where's my soup? And then I told her, oh, soup is finished. And I was about to go ahead and tell her how it got there, what happened, In her words, she said, and I quote, now why I really like to do food talk with man. And then while she was doing that, she had an expression and then she, waved her hands at me, then turned and then walked away. I found it very disrespectful because number one, I am not here to be anybody's chef. I am doing what I'm doing because we're living together. And we are trying to survive as people living in the same space, right? That is the only reason why. Not because I owe it to anybody, not because I owe it to any of them, right? So I see no reason why she was spoken to that way. So I was already upset because I am making the flour for the second time, which they would have just said the first time so I didn't get to go through that stress. But they put me through that stress, number one, and then secondly, somebody's going to speak to me like she brought me here to do for that purpose. So I was really angry, but I needed to pass my message. So I left the kitchen, I came out of the kitchen and I addressed the whole house. I had to tell everybody, I'm not here to be anybody's chef. I am cooking, I feel like I am cooking for people that I feel like I'm cooking for people that do not appreciate it. And it's not just me, Big Brother, because the rest of the people that have cooked, we have the same problem. We end up not having food to eat from the food we've made. Yes, we end up having problems with, problems like this. And it's really, really annoying. Yeah, so I addressed everybody and I told the whole house, what I wanted to, and then that was it. I just told the house and I told them that I'm not really happy about the outcome, and I didn't address Isabella because I didn't see a reason. I feel like if I had addressed her, it would have been like a banter or back and forth, and I don't want something that would escalate and something that would hurt me more. So I just left it as it was, and then I addressed the house on the issue, and yeah, that's it. They made the decision. Okay, so baby, let's say it was me, right? And I didn't know if someone could cook or not, and I didn't ask, oh, Sultana, would you like to have this? Vicky, I wouldn't say no. For me, right? I wouldn't say no. I'd say yes, but then I would include that I would just want little. So I know from there if I would say yes next time or just no, right? Now they chose. A lot of them said, oh, they don't eat it. So that was them, Big Brother. You should have just left it that. It was theirs and then waited. Or even if they wanted to really, they should have just, okay, it should get to the people that wanted to have this first, then okay, change our minds. But yeah, I get it, Big Brother. The aroma, and not just the aroma, Big Brother, it tasted. Not just the aroma, but I get it.
So, did they enjoy the overload?
Oh, yes. There was a lot of finger licking. There was a lot of, yes, Big Brother. Yes, it did. I got compliments for it. And that actually comforted me, at least. Like, it actually made me feel good. I was having a bad day because of that. But then the fact that, after the meal, I got complimented. Oh, it was nice. I didn't know you could make this. Or I didn't know you could cook. Well, it made me feel better. So, yeah.
The most good.
I'd say more than one actually. There's Doris. There's Doris in a good way. There's Sabrina. Yeah, Sabrina, Doris, and Tega. Tega, Sabrina, Doris, and all in a good way. I don't think I've not had any surprises in a bad way because humans, Vicky, humans are unpredictable, and it's just something that with humans, something about humans not being perfect. So yeah, the surprise, the bad, unexpected. For me, it's expected. There's none that's unexpected. It just happened. But for the unexpected good, yeah, Ortega, Sabrina, and Doris. Yeah. So I start with Doris, right? I'm not one to judge people by just meeting. Okay, so yeah, there's this for me at first. There's this energy that would there's an energy first for me. There has to be like an energy, a spark, whatever it is. positive or negative. Now that energy, that spark would, lead me on to, oh, okay, do I continue this or not? So for Doris, it was, a welcoming one. I sort of expected how the relationship is going, like the friendship is going right now. But then it's almost like it is then more than what I expected, because okay, she going on to say I remind her of her sister and how she looks after me, basically. Because okay, so I expected that later, yeah, because who wouldn't fall in love with Sultana, really? I'm just a baby. I'm just a sweet person. Yeah. So I expected that later, right? But it's happening quick. How she wants to look after me, how she wants to take care of me as a sister, and as so that is amazing. And yeah, that's surprising in a good way. It's happening quick. That's a surprise for me. Not like it's surprising that she's doing it, because I'm not surprised that people want to get to me. Then Sabrina, yeah. For Sabrina, for something that I usually don't do, like I said, judging people. But the energy with Sabrina at first was she gave off this proud, rude person kind of vibe. But I still didn't judge, then. Only to find out that Sabrina is she's just a really, really sweet person that cares about people, that would also stand for, she would stand for you, like, and she stands, she's against injustice. So even if it's not done to her, it's done to you, she'd speak up for you. So yeah, that is one thing that I didn't expect because of the energy I got at first. Then yeah. Then for Tega, yeah, the same thing for Tega. The energy at first, well, Tega is a proud person, but his pride is like the good one, right? It's the good one. So at first, I got that energy, but not like in a bad way. But only to find out that these people are just down to the people that are really, really sweet, yeah. But only when they give that access to you, and I'll say, okay, I am. Should I say I am grateful, right, that they gave me such access to them like quickly in such a short time. So yeah.
And what do you think of your head of house?
Oh, my head of house is amazing. Okay, so yeah, JJ is amazing. Right from the very first time he stepped into the house, he has been nothing but positive and amazing. Yeah.
Sultana,
Yes,
are you blushing?
And always know whatever you do,